Hi guys, it's Christina from Redefine Creative, and I am back today with another layout in my Traveler's Notebook from Scrapping Wonders. And so this is a brand new insert that I just started this year for my youngest son. And I'm going to be playing with a bunch of leftovers today. So if you watched the video I posted this morning, you also saw that I was kind of going with a theme today of working with leftovers. And so what tends to happen is, and I don't know if this happens to you, I get a brand new collection that I'm super excited about, and I create a few projects with it, and then all of my leftovers sit in like a 12 by 12 bag until either I decide to use them, or I put them in a stash kit, or I decide to get rid of them. So I'm really trying to make a conscious effort this year to go back into those collections and use up some of those things that I have left, because there's still a lot of really great products in that collection that I can definitely make use of. So if you've watched my Traveler's Notebook videos before, you know that each of my kids has their own insert, and in that insert, every single spread is a letter from me to them, talking about some part of them or their personality or something that's going on in their life at the current time. And so this spread is going to be the exact same. So over on this left-hand side is where I have typed out this time the letter that I wanted to write to my son to go with this photo. And the reason I typed this one instead of doing my handwriting, because almost always in my Traveler's Notebook I include my handwriting instead. The reason that I didn't with this one is because, as you can see, it's a pretty long letter this time compared to some of the other ones. And it's really talking about how much he is growing up and changing. And it kind of speaks to, there's a bunch of little subtle things in this photo that I'm using that speak to him right now and are part of who he is and things that he loves right now. And so I had a lot of things that I wanted to say. So I decided to go ahead and type it so that I could get all of that just in that one side. And then I'm going to go ahead and take all of these kind of leftover pieces, and these are from the Wild Child Boy collection. And I had a 12 by 12 page of this blue and white stripe, but it's a bigger scale. And it didn't really work the way I wanted it to in a traveler's notebook. So instead I decided to take 2 of the 6 by 6 papers that I had left, and I'm going to layer them up. So it does have a little bit where you can see that it's 2 6 by 6 papers right there, but for the most part you really can't tell. And once I get everything layered on there, it's really not a big deal. So I'm going through the rest of the 6 by 6 papers that I have left, deciding I want some things to be kind of bright pops of color behind my photo. So I grabbed this one that's this lime green, like herringbone pattern. And then I'm also going to grab this orangish red kind of pattern as well. And those are going to be the 2 mats that go behind my photo. And I decided to print this photo just in the Project Life app, so I printed it at 3 by 4 size, and I did change it to black and white because there was a lot kind of going on in the photo. And so this gives the photo more of kind of a continuous look, so it works better with the layout for this particular purpose. And so I'm going to go ahead and mat those 2 layers behind my photo, and I do have my photo on just a little piece of white cardstock to give it its own little border. And so I'm just staggering those papers as well. And then I'm going to start looking for what I want some of the embellishments to be. And like I said before, I'm only using leftovers, so I don't have this entire collection. So I'm just going to make do with the things that I have. And I have this title left on the chipboard sheet that says Boyish Charm. And that works really well with the story I told, because I was talking about the fact that at night after he's done reading, he still becomes my cuddly little guy rather than my big kid that's having like more matured, real conversations and things. And it's pointing out the fact that he has some of his favorite things right now about him and that he has are in this photo. So his really comfy, cushy blanket and his new beanbag chair and the watch, the Fitbit that never leaves his wrist, and those types of things. So I thought Boyish Charm worked really well as the title kind of down there across the bottom, and it brings those 2 sides of the spread together, having the title kind of go across both sides. I am looking at the puffy stickers, and I pulled out the rub-ons, but I didn't see anything there that I wanted to use. I struggle a little bit with using the rub-ons if I have a pattern paper or a real bold background, so I knew that wasn't really what I was looking for. I did find the sticker on the sticker sheet that was perfect. It says a little mischief, a lot of heart. And so I am going to put that down in the bottom corner of my photo. And then I'm going to grab this one that says wild and free, and that's going to kind of bring that blue and lime green color over to the left hand side of the page because that black is so weighty on that side. And so I'm also looking to see if there's any elements I can bring in that have those colors because I want the colors to flow between the two sides. And so I went ahead and went back to my stash and pulled out some other leftovers, and these are from Bella Boulevard. And so I have some puffy stickers in, I believe this one is black licorice, and then the other one is the icy mix. So it's like a light blue color and then the black color. And so I am going to put those around that little title element that I have up there in the top edge of the left-hand page. And I keep trying either a white circle or a white star or something to get the third one in there, and it just doesn't work for me. So I go ahead and decide that I am okay with having just 2 stars in that little cluster, and that's going to work for me. And then I'm going to take that same element and apply it down here to this sticker so that I have one of the black stars and one of the blue stars there as well. And then I am going to put a little piece of dimensional adhesive onto the very bottom edge of that sticker so that it does lay even on the page. Because it was sitting on top of the photos, it wasn't adhering down to the pattern paper underneath. So I did put a little piece of fun foam underneath there to kind of help even that out all the way and make it sit better. And then I am going to take my black pen and do just a little bit of pen detailing around the mats around my photo to kind of bring that black continuity over to the other side. But that's basically going to be it. So this is a relatively simple spread using all of my leftovers. And so I hope you will also dig through your scrap bin, find some leftovers, and put some projects together today. We'll see you again soon. Bye!